Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 16 of this 30-day Living an Authentic Life Challenge. I'm Tanya E. Hood, and today for this challenge, we are discussing wisdom. Wisdom helps you get the best support that you can in order for you to complete a task that you're working on. You don't have to take on massive projects by yourself. Include others on the journey that you know will be able to support you to help you get it done. There are times we have important tasks that we know need to get complete. And we recognize that there may be one somebody that we often think of as an influencer that we know can be our greatest support system to help us get it done. But we often feel like they're outside of our reach. Wisdom will give you the insight that you need to know how to approach them and ask them for the support that you need. We all need to have somebody in our corner that we know that can support us. I recall a time when I was working on a project and I was told to go seek help from the person that in the past was the biggest opposition to getting this thing done. It was wisdom that gave me insight on how to ask the help that I needed to gain their support. It was wisdom that gave me insight on how to share the information that they needed to hear to change their perspective. It was wisdom that went before me and prepared the way in order for there to be success. At every single point in my life, when I ran into opposition and I took the time to take the situation to God so that He can deal with it, He dealt with that situation on my behalf. There are some battles that we are working so hard to fix and to fight, and we don't have to do all of that on our own. When I shared with God what was going on, He gave me renewed commitment to continue the task despite the opposition. There are things in your life that you will have absolutely no control over. The only way that you can get some insight about how to be wise in that moment is to seek somebody greater than you in that situation. Wisdom is something that God imparts. He's the one that lets you know in the seat of your soul, that small thought that you have that maybe you should go left instead of right. God is often the one that can help you get the person that you need that can be an influence to move that project into the best position. And for those difficult twists and turns that you often find, wisdom's there to help you to get the influence that you need if you are the one that now has to be positioned to be the influence. That silent voice that often people don't really want to hear, but they recognize the wisdom when it comes from your mouth. I need you to understand that wisdom is a key component that will help you build the bridges that you're trying to build, that will help you start moving in the direction to completing the task that you desire in your life. I shared with you earlier that once you get started on a task, there will be opposition. So expect it, plan for it. And the best way to put a plan in place to make certain that you get what you need is to be wise about it. Wisdom will give you the insight about how to approach that person or whatever that small tweak may be needed to get that job done. With help, it won't take forever to repair what is broken. With the support of others, you can completely and quickly get a task done. Some things in life people have been dealing with for a long time, and in their mind, it can't be done. But just small tweaks and small points that wisdom will give you can get that accomplished. There are brokenness that often people find in their lives. What tasks do you have in your life that needs some sort of help in order to get it done? What is it that you feel is broken, that you need to gain some true clarity to move forward? Because you've done everything that you can do. You tried everything that everybody else around you has been telling you to do, but you still can't get any closer to accomplishing the goals that you desire. Wisdom is a support system that will give you the insight that you need to be able to have the solution to resolve that thing. It is often a statement that I've heard in the past. Now, you don't often hear this a lot now, but there was once a saying that says wisdom is far more valuable than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare to it. When I was little and I first heard that, it didn't make sense to me because people make it sound like money and jewelry and all the material things that we have in our lives will give us some sort of influence. That is a part of being wise, but it isn't. You don't have to have a dollar to your name in order for you to be wise. Wisdom comes from the Bible. Most people don't think about that, but a lot of those things that you start finding where you think is a grand idea, The Bible talks about wisdom over 200 times. When I first started this challenge several years ago, I shared with you that that's where the insight was gained. And a lot of the financial choices that you often hear and the things that people use to rebuild what is broken came from biblical principles. That wisdom will encourage you today to be wise in what you're doing and where you're going. So for day 16, I want to encourage you to join the journey on being wise, gain more insight, and you can go deeper with us here on Zoom so that we can continue the conversation. You can go to my website, tanyaehood.com. There you can click on the registration link and join us today as we go deeper into discussion. In the meantime, this is Tanya E. Hood, walking in my purpose, and I want you to do the same.